Hi, this is Simon Chan and welcome to my network marketing training. Today's lesson is about public speaking and how to give a better presentation. So if you're doing presentations or if you have a vision of yourself being a leader, being on stage, getting awards and doing presentations, you should pay attention to this. So, and every one of you should, if you want to make the big money, you need to learn how to present. Okay, it helps. It definitely is a big part of the business. And if you want to reach the big income, it's a skill that you need to constantly work on. And it's a skill that I, even to this day, I still work on. I study great speakers and find out how I could be better. So this is actually giving some feedback to one of my friends, Jeremy, out in Long Beach, California. He just did a great training yesterday at our company's event, Long Beach Steps to Success. And so Jeremy, I'm going to give you some feedback here so everyone else can learn. Okay, so the first thing is I don't have a recording of Jeremy's speech, but I'm going to give you a couple of things that will help you out instantly, Jeremy. So first thing, Jeremy, I'm giving you this feedback, and don't take it the wrong way. You were very good. Okay, very good, and just to watch you grow since we've known each other, since I've helped you out, I'm very proud, and I was rooting for you, and you got the crowd going, right? So I couldn't. It was a proud moment for me, just watch you being up there and be happy, just excited, pumped. You're so motivated, and in many ways in many ways you really remind me of myself. Just energetic, fast, energetic, dynamic. So the feedback I'm going to give you is you're very good already, but it's really to get you there to the top 3%. For you to be great and the very great ones. Because I know you want to be great. So that's why I'm giving you, and I'm being very nitpicky here on things that you can get them better. So I'm going to give you 3 things. Before that, one thing is very important. If any one of you here want to get back good fast, you need to record yourself. Because these things I'm giving you to Jeremy, you may not even notice where you're doing it. It's like unconscious incompetence. Right? There's always 4 steps to learning. Unconscious incompetence. This is when you don't even know what you're not doing. Right? The second level is conscious incompetence. You know it that you can't do it. Third level is conscious competence, where you have to think about it and then you can do it. And then the ultimate level is unconscious competence, where you don't even need to think about it and you can do it. And a great example is like tying your shoes. Right, the big kid, like my baby tying shoes. The baby doesn't even know he needs to tie shoes. Right, that's unconscious incompetence. Second level is maybe, 3-year-old kid. He's conscious incompetence. He is conscious that he does not know how to tie shoes. And then later on, maybe a 6-year-old kid. He's conscious competent, where he has to think about it and he can do it, but he has to think about it. And then it could be our level, which is unconscious competence, where we can be talking, do other things, and we can just tie our shoes without even thinking about it. So that's why I'm sharing this feedback for you, Jeremy, so you can get this. So you're a great leader already. This is really takes you to the next level, to be to get you to the diamond, star diamond, to earn the millions of dollars. So I know that's what you want, and I know you want to make it fast. So here's just some tips. Record yourself so you can study how to be better. Every top performer in every sport, in movies, and musicians, they record themselves and then go back, right? So you can study how you can get better. So if you have a recording, get a copy of the recording. If you don't, make that the last time you don't record yourself. Okay, even when you're doing a presentation, your weekly meetings, record yourself a few times and watch. And the stuff I'm going to share with you, I know you're an action taker, you're a go-getter, so see if you can apply this immediately. And then you record yourself for the next couple of weeks and see how and it'll be great, before and after. You see, and that's the most exciting part. You see how yourself get better. So the first thing is, you're excited. You're like I said, you remind me of myself. Great energy, and you're funny. You tell some good jokes. While I was listening to you, immediately I was at the edge of my seat, right? But what happens was after you went for a while, you're not as funny, it's not as energetic. And the reason why, again, I'm being very nitpicky here, okay? I'm giving you being super anal, the little tiny spots. The reason why is because you're maintaining the same speed, same pitch throughout your entire training, throughout the entire 20 minutes you were up there. So this is like baseball, right? If a guy just throws fastball, I step to the plate in any major leaguer, throw a fastball, I might not be able to hit it. The ball's coming at you like 100 miles per hour. But if you keep throwing fastballs, the hitter will hit it, and he will hit it out of the park, right? So it's the same thing when you're speaking. If you're speaking the same dynamic excitement the whole time, and I'm not telling you to tone it down. I'll teach you what to do. It's like people get used to it, and they won't be as motivated as before. You can go faster, yell. It's not going to work. So you got to change it up, make it interesting, right? It's like a movie too. There's like dramatic, exciting parts, and then there's like sad parts, slow parts, right? So one of the things you can do is change the speed. Now you go fast because you're excited, you got great energy, but change it up. You can go, like right now what I'm doing is you can go fast. When you talk about the details, you can go fast, but when you get to the main points, you slow it down. Like what I just did. You slow it down. Second thing is you add a pause, right? So add a pause. Or the third thing is you increase the volume of what I'm saying, right? So I'm saying slow it down. You got that? And then I can go back and be high energy and talking. So an example, what you did yesterday, you talked about the core beliefs. In order to be successful, it's a very great business, it's awesome, I've grown my business a lot, you need to focus on the 4 core beliefs. And the number one belief, so that's kind of what you did, right? Same speed, excitement. So a way to make a dramatic dramatic improvement, you can say, hey, what are the things, and here's the rule to remember. When you talk about details that are not important, you can go fast. When you're emphasizing main points, like right now, you can go slow and you pause. You pause. Now, people who are not experienced, they feel uncomfortable pausing. They feel like they have to talk every second. But when you pause, what does that do? All right, number one, I give you a second to sink. I give the words of wisdom to sink into you. And also, the ones who are not paying attention, it's like monotonous. All of a sudden it stops. They may even wake up. They say, what happened? Did he stop? And then you go boom, and you go back and hard again, right? So for example, you can say, so getting back to the example, this is a great business, you can achieve your dreams, but you have to master the 4 core beliefs. And number one belief is belief in the industry. Okay, belief in the industry. So you can, and then you use your voice, go louder, and you go softer. You can speak like a mouse. So sometimes you whisper a little bit. Doesn't mean you have no energy. You just go faster. You can go fast, but you can just go slower. And that gets people to say, hey, what is he saying? Someone who's like falling asleep is like, hey, what's he whispering? Is it over? Right? It gets people's attention. People stopping. And the whole point of like when you giving a presentation, whether it's a business presentation or training, you want the people to pay attention, right? Because if they pay attention, then they will absorb the training and you help them. You're helping them. But if you lose, you lose them. They're not paying attention for a couple of seconds, a minute. Then, you're wasting your time. You're wasting their time. They're not learning it. So you need to do. And we live in a mobile internet age with Facebook, PDA phones, everything, iPhones, whatever. We need to get their attention. People have short attention spans. And the best way to do it, you change up. It's like, I always talk about baseball analogy. Good pitchers, they have different pitches. Fastball, curveball, slider, they have a change-up, different pitches, right? So it keeps people baffling, keeps the listener always engaged. What's going on? What's going to change? So those are the 3 things you immediately implement. Jeremy, it will help you out. And what I recommend, go record yourself, watch the recording if you haven't, and then start in the next 3-4 weeks. Record yourself every week when you give a presentation, and then you watch and study and you analyze it. And then one of the best parts of this business is watching yourself grow, right? And then 4-6 weeks later, you watch yourself, you compare the recordings, and you see yourself dramatically. And then when you watch other speakers, see if you can point that out too. Figure out which words do they emphasize? When do they give the boom, the big thing, and when do they hold back, right? They're kind of dangling the audience. The audience doesn't know where he's going to go. That's when you get the audience attention. It becomes way, way more effective, and then you can get your message across. All right, so record yourself. 3 tips: change the speed, change the volume, the pitch. You can be high, you can go softer, right? Softer gets the person's attention. And then you can also change the pause. Give a main point. Count 1,000, 2 1,000 in your head. Let it sink in. And then you can go back on again. Right? Doesn't mean you slow down your energy. You can still go fast. But the main point just changes up a little bit. And you will see, you get the crowd going. Very fast. And one last thing. This is even more advanced. If you can get the crowd engaged. Get them giving you feedback, right? Ask them questions. Give them, yeah, can you give me a shout out? Ask them a question where they can feed back to you. That even takes to the next level. But those are the you can simply ask a question, raise your hand if you're ready to go, or raise your left hand, stand up. How you can ask questions to the crowd, right? Get them. You want to get the audience on this, basically off the seats, and ready to jump out, right? So, all right, those are the things you're gonna work on it, Jeremy. Keep growing. I'm proud of you. And for the rest of you, pay attention to these things. Maybe you're not even giving a presentation now, but when you go to the group presentations, see what the top leaders do and see what you can learn. Study their speaking styles. And as you grow and you learn, you realize your business will grow. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. This is Simon Chan. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.